So 28 stars on the European Union flag, could soon become 27, but will that leave room for more countries to join? With us now from the Romanian capital Bucharest is Laura Stefan. She is a specialist in legal matters relating to the European Commission and Council of Europe. Laura, thanks so much for joining us. I first have to ask you this, knowing that many anti-EU voters in the UK had complained about immigration from Eastern European EU states, Poland and Romania in particular, how is this vote resonating in Eastern Europe today?
Well, I think the results of the vote in the UK are tremendously important for us, for countries like Poland and Romania, in terms of our position as a geopolitical location in relation basically to Russia. Because I think the voice of the UK was basically echoing the voice of the US, but inside the European Union. And we were more towards that direction rather than Germany and other EU countries that would have preferred a better relationship with Russia. So now we are a little bit offside because we won't have this backing inside the European Union. And that leaves a big hole vis-à-vis our external policies towards Russia and how we negotiate it inside the European Union. At a personal level, for people that are in the UK, it is hard because to be continuously blamed as the reason why people would choose rather to leave the European Union than stay is not an easy game. Romanians are not that many, but still many of my friends that do reside in the UK feel very sad about this decision because they feel they have contributed a lot to what the UK is today and that it is really unfair to them to be pointed the finger at.
So where do you think this leaves accession talks regarding the remaining Eastern European nations that are vying still for EU membership?
Oh, regarding accession, I think we'll have a long break between now and the moment when any of the new potential member states will join the European Union. I think now the EU has to deal with those that are inside the European Union. There are serious talks about the Dutch and the Danes that want to have a referendum, just like the UK. There are serious discussions about what will happen to the Brexit and how will the UK move out of the European Union. So I think the fatigue that the European Union was already experiencing in terms of accession processes is now really transformed into a halt as far as new member states are concerned. So in a way, Romania and Bulgaria and Croatia are super lucky to be inside the European Union. Now we'll have to wait and see what will remain of the European Union as we knew it.
Laura, I want to go back to something you said, and I hope I was hearing you clearly. You were essentially alluding to the fact that the Brexit actually weakens the EU's position on Russia, the strength of the position against Russia. Is that correct?
Absolutely, and we already see indications of that. I don't know how much you followed the recent past, but the Romanian president has traveled to Bulgaria to discuss the potential creation of a common fleet in the Black Sea. Obviously, these kind of things are long discussed before a meeting at this level happens. The Romanian president announced that this is what's planned between Romania and Bulgaria, and then Boyko Borisov issued a very strong message saying that's not at all what has been discussed. And then a day later, the foreign minister of Germany issued a very interesting comment about how we should be more polite towards Russia and you know how recent statements have been a bit aggressive. So I think that is already a good indication of how external politics is going to change in the next months and years. And truly it has been a challenge always for the EU to stand together, to stand strong vis-à-vis Russia, because everybody wants to have an individual deal in terms of energy with Russia, hoping that negotiating one by one will obviously give those negotiating a better deal than a EU deal.
Laura Stefan, I'd like to thank you so much for joining us with your insight from
Thank you very
Bucharest,
much.
Romania.